Hi, I'm Anushka Jag. I'm a singer, composer, and lyricist from Mumbai. So I started my music career slightly later in life. I was a TV journalist and a print journalist, and I switched to professional music later, mid-career. So that can be a bit of a disadvantage in an industry that can be ageist. However, I try to make that into an advantage and use my experiences in my lyrics. So when I was young, about 12, 13 years old, I was extremely shy, but the only time I opened my mouth was to sing at family gatherings and for close friends. They were a captive audience, they couldn't really run away. But people would tell me they liked my voice and then they'd ask me to sing, and I realized that singing made me really happy, and at that point I knew that music would play a big role in my life. I love writing songs, I love writing lyrics, and then of course putting a melody to it and turning it into a song that people enjoy. So that's one aspect I love. And I also love performing for a live audience. I think that's really thrilling to connect with people in that way. Listening to music, reading a lot, spiritual practice, yoga, talking to people, just trying to see the beauty in everything, in nature, in friendships, in relationships. So when people tell me that they really like my voice, or that a particular song of mine really helped them in some way or inspires them, that for sure keeps me going, that appreciation. I'm not saying that you always need praise to keep going, but that definitely helps. So it's sometimes really tough to stay motivated. It's sometimes really tough to even have a good enough reason to get out of bed in the morning, but you have to plow on, you have to think. I think of the people who really appreciate my music, who love my music, who tell me they look forward to my songs, that keeps me motivated. Also, to an extent, spirituality and yoga also, keep me motivated, because some days things are not going the way you really want them to go, but then you have to realize that you have to focus on doing what you do best and leave the rest to God. I love the artists of the 60s and 70s. I love Freddie Mercury of Queen, his songwriting, his magical, powerful voice. I love the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, Elton John. All these artists have been my greatest inspiration. I absolutely am obsessed with their music, and they're just fantastic. They're role models. So you have to be personal in your songwriting, and you have to write from the heart and from personal experiences to an extent. Only then will your audience really relate to your songs. At the same time, you have to learn to balance it out, because people don't want to know about all the crap that's happening in your mind or in your life. So you have to find that fine line. And of course, take the relatable experiences, put them into an interesting melody, put good lyrics to it, and package it in a great song and put it out there, and make it sound really tight and professional. So there has to be that balance between being relatable, revealing some stuff, but not revealing too much. So I wish I had realized, right at the outset, that you have to be unapologetically yourself, and you can't try and be someone else in this business. And at the same time, I wish I knew that I have to move out of my own way, because sometimes you and your mind and your constant thoughts can be your worst enemy or your greatest friend. So I wish I knew these two things, to be yourself, at the same time get out of your own way. So currently I'm working on writing what I call spiritual pop rock music, which is a blend of Indian spirituality and Western pop and rock. The lyrics are mostly in English, but with a few maybe Sanskrit mantras and chants, in the songs. And they're not devotional, but they have a overarching spiritual theme. Like one song I'm working on now is dedicated to the river Ganga. So music like that, which has Indian elements, but it's also very westernized. I think my songwriting has grown and evolved a lot over the last few years. So I spend a lot of time in Los Angeles and I have a great songwriting mentor there, Susan Koch, and worked with other wonderful producers and co-writers. And I think my songwriting has now become personal and I can tap into my own emotions and experiences and deliver universally acceptable pop. I think music is a great unifier, and I think music helps us to bridge divides and bridge the gap. And so I think if I could change one aspect, I would hope my music could make society more tolerant and more accepting, because I think these days society is becoming less and less tolerant, and I think intolerance is not a good thing. So if I could change one thing, I'd use my music to bring people together and just be more tolerant and accepting of each other. The best piece of advice I can give my audience is to be themselves, write from the heart, keep practicing their craft. If they're singers, to do vocal practice almost every day. If they're songwriters, to try and write a song a week, just to keep at it, not be discouraged when things don't go your way, to have a good team that surrounds you, to value people's opinions, but at the same time not want approval from every single person around.